Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to the latest episode of The Peak and the Pit. I'm Jazz.
I'm Kat.
And that was a phone noise. Did everyone hear it? Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Have you missed me?
I have. I can't believe it's been like
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I know.
Whole weeks. Sorry if you missed us last week, guys, but just life.
Yeah, life.
I think sometimes gets in the way.
It does. And yeah.
But if you missed us, we apologise. We're back. And we're back with a very good episode.
We have got a really good one ahead. So.
No, I'm excited. We've had a top chat with the wonderful, incredible, inspirational Lucy Spraggan, who spoke so openly with us.
She did.
On Zoom. So we've got that to come.
Yay.
But first, how are you?
I'm good, you know. Really good.
Everything's happened since we've not been podcasting.
I know.
Gyms are open.
They have.
Pubs are open.
I know. And you got your table. How was your night out?
It was good, you know. It was really good. It was weird. It was a Monday.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was just nice to be around people.
I bet it was.
Yeah. And the weather's been nice.
It has,
So it's made it so much better. And I just feel so happy for hospitality that the sun has been shining so they can actually open.
I know, it almost feels like normal when you're out there.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Gyms are open, which has done absolute wonders for me. Just to get out into a gym has been, that's my like release. That's my like, where I can just spend an hour, focus on that. I mean, I'm nowhere near as fit as what I thought I was.
Are you not?
No, mate. I was in agony.
Is these home workouts not been doing it for you?
Apparently not. I thought I'd kept on top of it. I thought, oh no, I've smashed this. I've smashed the home workouts. No.
Oh.
No, getting around weights. And I did this circuit that I used to do quite easily.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk for a few days after.
Could you not?
No, I just been swimming. So complete the challenge.
Yay.
But yeah, no, pubs, gyms. I had my eyebrows done.
I noticed.
Just dead happy.
Yeah.
Like life
You're
has
glowing.
been. Thanks, pal. Like, yeah. I don't want to go into my peaks because these are all my peaks.
Yeah, let's not go there yet.
How did you get on? I know it was 2 weeks ago. Did you manage to complete the challenge?
No.
You didn't go swimming?
No, I didn't. Only because I've got a genuine reason for this.
Go on.
I have got terrible dry skin at the moment, like really bad, like eczema, boarding, horrible, bad skin. So I just couldn't go in the water.
No.
So that's my excuse. It's my reason. But I would have done it. Yeah. But I just,
No, I get that because there's nothing worse than the chlorine. It just itches you.
Exactly.
But I was buzzing to be back in the swimming pool.
How did you find it?
I just loved it.
Yeah.
And like now, because you have to book your times.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as busy.
That's good.
So, like, there's 8 people in the swimming pool at one time, so you've got your space to swim. You're not following someone who's going at 0.2 mile an hour. You have to keep overtaking, and you know that you're annoying them, overtaking them.
Yeah.
And then you've not got the guy that comes in his Speedos and his swimming cap, thinking that they're Michael Phelps, front crawling so fast, they're causing the pool to turn into a wave pool. And you end up drinking all the water because it splashes past you. It's disgusting.
I hate that.
So you don't really have that because you've got your own little lane and you just mind your own business and just get on with it.
So how many like lengths do you swim normally?
I do 32 lengths of a 25-metre pool. So it works out about 800 metres.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. Do you know what I want now? Waterproof headphones.
Yeah.
Because then I'd really love it. I'd probably carry on, but I do get slightly bored.
Yeah. Do you not get tired towards the end of that?
I don't get tired. I just get bored. Like, I get to about 25 lengths and I'm like, only so many times you can look at the same tiles.
That's it, innit?
In the water.
That's it.
It is. It's not. Yeah. But yeah, complete the challenge.
Yeah. Well done.
Have we got a challenge for this week?
So yeah, we do have a challenge. My bestie Jen has set us a challenge to do 30 squats a day for 7 days.
Okay. That's easy peasy.
Do you think so?
We just get out of bed and squat 30 times.
Yeah, but are you going to have a weight in your hand or anything?
Yeah, I'll probably try and up it because 30 squats for me, I'm pretty confident with.
Right.
I mean, I do that squatting onto the toilet every day, so I reckon I can squat fine. But I'll mix it up. I'll do different squats. Throw some goblet squats in there.
Yeah.
Box squats.
One-legged squats.
One-legged. I'll just mix my squats up.
Yeah.
Squats for days.
Squats for days.
Build that booty.
Yes. That's it.
Might get a resistance band on there.
Yeah.
Make it a bit more difficult.
Well,
I might even incorporate it into the gym because I'm so happy the gyms are open. I don't know if I've told you, and actually do some heavy squats because it's about bloody time.
Right. Well, we want one little video of you doing these heavy squats then.
Okay. 30 of them. It won't be that heavy if I'm doing 30, to be fair. That's a lot of reps to do heavy.
It's good, yeah. It's the challenge.
Nice little challenge. Perfect. Yeah. I think that's a relatively easy one to get us started again.
Doing a squat, right, is easy, yeah. But doing it right isn't. Because people can do squats or say they do squats and they're doing it wrong. They're not doing the right posture.
Yeah, you've got to get that booty low. We can't just bend the knee slightly.
Exactly. Make sure that booty nearly touches the floor.
I want you to basically be slut dropping 30 slut drops before 9 a.m.
Yeah, that's it.
So I feel like I've not seen you in so long, so I need to know everything that's been going on. What has been your peak and pits of the weeks?
So my peak of the week has been the fact that I've lost weight.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I've been eating a bit better, drinking lots of water every day, going for nice walks.
Are you still on the eggs?
Do you know what? No, I'm off them now.
You had too many.
I know, that's it. I go like that. I literally like love something and I'm just, no, I'm not into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the peak has been just been on top of fitness, losing weight, getting summer ready. And then my pit, it's probably been like my skin being dead dry.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the weather or like, I don't know. It's just been rubbish.
Do you use anything specific on it?
I normally use like cocoa butter lotion.
Oh, right, okay.
Normally. But if my eczema's bad, there's different types of creams I need to go for.
I use a Vino Me.
Do you?
Have you tried it? That's what I use.
No, I haven't. Is it
like,
really good?
Yeah, it's just my go-to. I just get one of the big, you get them in Boots.
Yeah.
Aveeno's what, just if I start to have a flare-up before I use my steroid cream.
Yeah.
That's what I'll use.
It's like last resort for me would be the steroid cream.
Yeah.
Steroid cream works like an absolute troop. It's just
it does it straight away.
It does, doesn't it?
It is with like, I'll put it on of an evening, wake up and my eczema's gone.
Same, yeah.
But
you can't keep putting steroids on your skin.
No, I know. I don't know why not.
Mm.
I guess does it thin your skin? I don't know.
Thins it. You don't want thin skin.
I'm not into it. I don't. If it gets rid of my eczema, I'm here for it.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your peaks and pits of the week?
Mate, I'll tell you now. I've got a million. And well, we've already touched on them. I'm just so happy to be finding some normal.
Yeah.
And just booking tables.
Yeah.
And going out and people's birthdays are coming up and we're like, oh yeah, well we can go out in the garden and the weather's, I know it's going to turn and rain for a little bit. But I also think we could do with a bit of rain because like the grass needs rain. Do you not think like water the plants? Like there's been fires and all sorts of stuff and I just think have a little rain, have a little downpour and then get on with the sunshine.
How long for?
Yeah, no, like maybe 2 days.
Yeah, I want the weekend to be nice and sunny.
Exactly. You can rain Tuesday to Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then the rest sunshine, please and thank you.
That'll be good.
Yeah, no, I've been up in the Lake District. We managed to get out in the van. We bought paddle boards in January and they finally arrived.
Yes. From
Norway. So they've arrived. So we've been out on the water on them. Just been really lucky to have that freedom and get out.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how much I missed it.
No.
So I've just got hundreds of peaks, really. It's been a very nice couple of weeks of just spending time with Dan and just being back doing what we love in the lakes.
Yeah.
So we've been both weekends. Last weekend and the weekend
to the
before
lakes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the lakes on Sunday to see Craig's mum, which was nice.
Yeah. It's just different, innit? Stunning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I could probably live there.
Could you?
Yeah, I think I could.
I don't know, like, I don't know. No? I love the outdoors. I do love the outdoors. But I don't know if I could live there because you'd be away from everyone, won't you?
Yeah, that's the point.
Is that the point?
Yeah. That is the point.
Oh, right.
Don't have to deal with anyone. Just like, yeah, right, bye.
Yeah, your signal, you probably have no signal as well down there as well. Yeah.
I've got no signal, sorry.
Yeah, my mobile data in their house just does not work. It's just, Nightmare.
So my pit was something totally different. And then I drove here and my pit is now, it's like people have forgotten how to drive.
Yeah.
Why do people sit in the middle lane of a motorway?
Well, yeah, you get in trouble for that as well.
Well, then why is no one shouting at them apart from me flying past them going, what are you doing? It's like if you're unsure, they sit in the middle lane. What?
But I'm not going to lie, but my favourite place on the motorway is the middle lane, but I do drive appropriately for that lane.
Yeah, but if you've not overtaken anyone, you shouldn't be in the middle lane.
No, you shouldn't. You're right.
What are you doing? If I can go either side of you, you should not be in the middle lane.
Yeah, true,
Move
true.
over.
But it's even worse on the third lane. People going really, really slow. Like, why are you in that lane?
Yeah,
Why
like,
there?
yeah. And like the M62 is just, I know we're no longer in a strict lockdown, but where have all these cars come from? There's so much traffic. And I know I'd made myself late today, so I was rushing out the door anyway, so I'd got myself worked up. But then you get on the M62 and you just see all these cars and a big flashing 40 sign. And I think, what? Why? Where have you all come from? All going to the traffic centre because they can go shopping now.
Yeah, it's all open. This is what it's going to be like, innit? You're just not used to how it used to be like. This is normal.
Yeah, now I'm.
Yeah.
Now I'd not. That's the thing, right? I'd normally give myself 40 minutes to get to town from Bury.
Yeah.
I give myself 15, thinking, oh, you probably wing it. Not a chance. So sorry I was late. So that is my pit. And can I tell you what's getting on my nerves? And then might be very controversial.
Go on then.
I'm really struggling to understand all these grown men on motorised scooters.
Oh, do you know the Media City ones?
Well, but then people buying their own as well and just scooting about on motorised scooters.
Yeah.
It's all middle-aged men.
Middle-aged?
Like 40-year-old men on motorised scooters in the cycle lane.
Saying that, we were, when we drove to the studio today, one of them just didn't even look and just went straight across the road. Honestly, it was just an
But I don't understand. Like, just get a bike.
I know, but they don't want to do anything, do they? They just want to stand on there and let it just kind of move.
I just think it's all. I mean, I might get a bit of hate for this, so apologies if you do have your motorised scooter. You rock on with your scooter. What? I don't get it. I just don't understand.
It is you know, it is what do you call it now?
If you want to do it for the environment, just get yourself an electric car or something, or just ride a bike. You can get motorised, like you can get electric bikes.
Yeah,
it's the scooter for me. It's like the 40-year-old man on a kid's toy.
Yeah, I was dead shocked when I seen so many of them going around Media City, but because Media City have got this thing where you can like rent one for the day and stuff, can't you?
Have you seen them being ruined though? I drove.
There
was a bridge in Salford near where I live, and there was 2 of them trashed underneath there, and I just think people are stupid, aren't they? Why are you ruining it?
It's so honestly. Can't give them anything, can you?
But I like the idea of like if you're just jetting about Media City on the little scooter. And to be fair, mainly people I've seen on them are like teenagers.
Yeah.
Something for them to do, which I think is needed at the moment. But 40-year-old men on a commute. Sorry, I'm picking on the 40-year-old men here. I apologise massively. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of them.
They're probably getting the scooter to the pub, aren't they?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Don't drink and drive, kids. If you're going to get in that cycle lane on your scooter, don't be drinking and driving.
I bet you anything, I'll see you on one the next day. Like
Me?
Yeah.
No. I just think they're for children, aren't they? Really?
Well, a lot of adults. I've seen a lot of adults on them recently.
That's what I mean. You're going to tell me Craig's got one in a minute.
No, he hasn't got one. He hasn't.
Ben will be piping in going, I've got one.
I know, yeah.
He'll be devastated. No, sorry if you do have one. I apologise. It's just my opinion. But my pit before I'd travelled here was just life admin. I've got a mountain of phone calls I need to make, the bank.
Yeah.
And do you know when you just put them off? Yeah, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Doing this. And you just don't do it.
I always do that.
And then I'll go to my mum and dad's and they go, have you done that yet? And I'm like, no.
I know, exactly.
I can't sit on hold. I can't be passed to person. I'm just not very good at that kind of thing.
No, I hate that. It feels like you're wasting your day on the phone to them. It's like...
And you know what the outcome's going to be? Like, half the time they don't help you. Wow, I'm having a right old moan. Sorry. I came in a really good mood as well because I've had my eyebrows done.
No, it's because you've not been in the studio for a while now. It's, you're here to unload.
It's all built up. it's all built up. But I'd say from being out back in the outdoors on the paddle boards, my mental health has improved massively.
Good.
I think definitely. I think it's been a weird 4 months.
Mm-hmm. And it's getting even better now with things being open inside.
Well, I think they're going ahead, aren't they? They're giving it a go.
Yeah.
I had my first lateral flow test.
Did you?
I had a singing lesson. My God, I've done so much. We've got Lucy on.
Yes.
So we got her because it's a nice interview and I feel like we've waffled on because I've missed your face. So let's get Lucy on and see what you guys think. She was so open and honest and it was wonderful to listen to. So here we go.
Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm feeling good. The sun is out, so like my whole life is drastically different once the sun appears.
It is nice. It's been really nice, the weather, hasn't it? I've really enjoyed it.
It just changes everything about my mood, so it's good.
Definitely.
So what we normally do, Lucy, is we ask all of our guests what is their peak and pit of the week. So what is your peak and pit of this week?
My peak is that I've been able to come and do meetings and like exist somewhere else. That's been my peak. Like I'm staying in Manchester and I've just been in my house for such a long time. But my pit is that I had a bit like I literally had a panic attack like as soon as I got into my hotel room. Like I just everything. I didn't really feel at the time that I felt overwhelmed, and then I just felt massively overwhelmed by it all. And like I guess that's a pit because my whole job is to be around people, and I travel a lot, like 8 or 9 months of the year I'm not at home. And I just came to stay in a hotel and it like sent me over the edge.
I bet a lot of people are going to experience that, aren't they? Because we've all been like in our homes for so long and it's alien to us, isn't it?
Really?
So yeah.
I went back to my acting classes, like back in the room. It's all been on Zoom. And I just cried as I walked in and they were like, what? And I was just like, I'm so happy to see people. Like, I'm so happy to be around you. Thank you everyone for being here. And they were like, all right, just sit down, calm down. But it really overwhelmed because you've seen the same sort of people for a year, really. So to see faces that you weren't used to seeing, I find it really overwhelming as well. Yeah. And I think being in a hotel room on your own as well, that's quite, because when I used to do jobs and they put you in a hotel room and you're on your Todd and you look around the room and you're like, right, what do I do now?
I came with I got my girlfriend to come up with my dog, and I'm glad that they did that because otherwise I'd have just been sitting on the bathroom floor, like being able to control my emotions. But that's the reality of it, and I think it's really important that everybody says, "Oh, I went to a hotel and had a panic attack," or "I went to my acting classes and I start crying," like because I don't know if you feel it as well. When you're out and about, there's this, it's like it's like aggression. Mm-hmm. There's people who you can tell they're just on the edge all the time. And I kind of want to say to some people, like, you're like rather than engaging in what they're trying to sort of like, the aggression, just being like, I'm with you. I feel like it too.
Yeah, definitely. I totally get that. So you recently released an album.
I have, yeah.
Was you like, how was it being creative during lockdown? Was you writing that during lockdown?
Yeah, so like I'd started writing the beginning part of it, and then in lockdown it kind of flourished a bit more because, well, basically like I was doing a lot of self-discovery. Or just before lockdown, I was doing a lot of self-discovery, and then in lockdown, it was like either focus on yourself or there's not really any other choice. So
yeah,
I started really writing it then, and it was very much a lockdown album, but it wasn't about lockdown.
No, it's not. I've listened to it. I like it. Did you record it during lockdown?
Yeah, which was weird. So like normally I'd go to a studio and a producer would make the whole thing and I'd be sitting behind him going, I don't like that snare, but I didn't get the opportunity, So he just made these amazing tracks, went back and forth a couple of times, and then I travelled up to Scotland to record the vocals, and I was like isolated in this tiny cottage, which was actually just thrilling.
I was going to say that sounds
These Highland bulls in the like surrounding this tiny little one bed cottage. It was just amazing, and I ran to the studio and I ran back, and yeah, it was great. It was really, really nice.
Sounds lovely, that.
I know, it does sound good. Yeah. It sounds really good. So you just said about you running, so I'm guessing you're into your fitness. I think from your Instagram we know you're into your fitness. You've got abs that you could grate cheese on. So how
at the moment, so there's less abs. There's only 4, so
there's only 4. Well, it's all right. There's none over here. You probably agree that fitness and our mental health go hand in hand. How has fitness helped your mental health?
It's changed my life. So I have a plan I'm looking at the moment for investors for my own gym, Com Gym, which I want to create a gym that is for your mental fitness rather than focus. So I have like really severe gym anxiety. Even now, I'm a complete gym like monkey, and I know I look like someone who goes to the gym. And when I walk in, well, sometimes I can't even get in a gym. I get there and it's like, oh no, and I turn around and start crying and I leave because I have this like weird gym anxiety. And I feel like gyms can be really, I don't know what the word is, like imposing.
I find them so intimidating.
Yeah, I've literally walked through a gym before, gone through the entrance and walked out again. I just feel a bit awkward sometimes.
That's it. And so I want to create a gym. So it is a gym. You that's what you go there for. It's a gym, but I really want. So I want all the PTs to be have qualified. Well, I've just finished my qualification as a PT, and I have done the mental health and wellbeing course as well, and the
cool.
rehabilitation courses. So I want everybody to have an element of mental health background. The other thing about the gym is that when you're at school and stuff, they make you run, and no one wants to run. No, you don't ever want to be forced to run. What's the point?
No.
Or go and do this roly-poly. Like, what? And so for me, a really good measure of a really good workout is like, how much fun did you have? How much did you enjoy yourself? And so I do fitness because it makes me happy and because I really enjoy it and I enjoy the challenge. And that's what I want other people to be able to realize, because I spent 29 years thinking fitness was just like sweating and being uncomfortable.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think there's so many PTs out there as well. Like my partner's a PT, I'm doing my qualifications as well. I've just done my level 2, so I'm going on to my level 3. And there's so many PTs in gyms that kind of promote poor mental health, because they'll start to tell you what to eat, when to eat, tell you to do this, tell you to do that. And then all of a sudden it starts to trigger eating disorders, and you're counting your calories in everything you're eating. Like you're even like pouring out your oil into your scales to weigh how much oil you're having to make your chicken. What? Like just cook your chicken.
Yeah.
Like I still powerlift. I say used to, that's awful because it's just because the gyms are shut. I've not trained as much, but I powerlift. And when we're running up to a competition, we obviously have to cut weight. And that's when I use my fitness pal. And I always used to carry on after my competition, carry on tracking. I thought, what are you doing? Track for you like months before where you need to for your comp, and then shut that, put it away and get yourself to Mackie D's.
Actually, if you've got a personality that, so I have obsessive compulsive disorder. Like I can hyperfixate on something, and it could be anything. It could be anything. And so when I started losing weight, I was like, oh, hang on, I like this. Oh, I can, control macros. Someone taught me about macros, and I was like, oh, this is another like get obsessed. And I did. And when I look at pictures of myself last year, I think I was in amazing shape. I probably could have like competed in bodybuilding really, but my energy levels would just smash into the floor. My mood was all over the place. My period stopped. Like danger zone. And now I'm trying to work on my like muscular physique without being cut.
Yeah.
Scales go up, like twisted at the beginning, totally twisted my head.
It's just finding that balance, isn't it? It's finding that I want to look like this, I enjoy looking like this, but I also can't allow it to, like, every morning wake up and go, right, what am I eating now? So, you can't think like that. Like, just put your butter on your toast and enjoy your toast, and then get on your spin bike or something. Like, it's just finding that balance.
But balance is hard, and like, balance is the hardest thing in life in general, whether it's work, whether it's food, whether it's exercise, whether it's like stress levels. Actually, people always say, just find the balance, and I don't think I know anyone who has the tipping scale equal like everyone like this.
Yeah.
Literally.
So Lucy, we have tended through lockdown to live through our social media. Do you think that social media has an impact on people's mental health?
I'm literally I could talk about this for about 10 years because I'm currently not on social media, and I haven't been for like a month and a half. I've actually hired somebody to be like me, and it's the first time I've really let go of the reins in that respect, because I'm writing a book at the moment, and there's a whole chapter on social media, and I was writing about this particular beast, this two-sided beast. And one side is that it completely got me through lockdown. It was a massive part of my accountability for changing my life, for sobriety. And then on the flip side of that, the thing that I struggle with most isn't like the malicious trolls, because they're like real, like krill in the ocean. No one really cares. Microorganisms in my life. But
algae.
Algae. But it was it's people that aren't particularly being malicious, but who are just offering their opinion. Every comment is an opinion. And when social media, like my social media is very much, this is me, this is who I am. Like, every comment isn't about whether the sky is blue or whether the bricks are red. It's about like, you're full of yourself, or you look like a man, or just, and if it's like constant, you're kind of being gaslit. And so I came off social media, and so I had withdrawal symptoms when I gave up alcohol. So I had like legit withdrawal. I had withdrawal from social media. I had physical withdrawal from social media. And yes, since I quit, my body image is better, so much better. My self-belief is better. I'm like, no, I'm not full of myself. I'm just a like confident, empowered woman, and that's okay. All of these things that I was just being told, not in a malicious way, just because it's someone's opinion, they're gone.
I take my hat off to you, because I don't think I could do it. And I think I would probably have withdrawal, because I think even when I'm just sat, like just before we started this Zoom, I'm just scrolling. You just scroll. Like, I've got a dint in my finger where I balance my phone. Like
the motion as well. I reckon you should be able to get an app, right, for when you're coming off social media, that you just swipe down and it does the motion. Because I'm not joking, I've been obsessively checking my calendar in my phone because that's what it wants you to do. You just want to look at something.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was off social media for years. Like, I had to take that break. I was obsessed. I was like uploading status all the time, checking things, and then looking at people's statuses would make me depressed, thinking, oh my God, my life's not that exciting. And it was I had to get off it. It was awful. But now I'm on it a little bit, but not as much as I was. Like, I've had like 3 years off it, which has been great.
Well, I feel bad. Sorry, Lucy. Because I feel bad because I got Kat back on social media. We started the podcast and I was like, right, so we need a social media presence. We're going to do this, that, and that. And she was like, oh.
You're an enabler.
I was like, I didn't know all this. And then just back on it. And I'm like, oh, sorry, Kat, that was my fault.
But the thing is now I know how to sign out because I don't leave it signed on. And I think before I was like constantly on it and uploading pictures and always worrying about like I got my boyfriend and like take loads of pictures and think, oh my God, I don't like any of these. And then wanting to put one on, it'd ruin your day. It'd be like, it's ridiculous.
That's the thing. Like, well, I can't do moderation. That's why I don't drink, and like why I can't. Yeah, like I can't track for like my calories for a week because that means I'll go hard, go home.
Yeah.
So for me, I know I have to get rid of things, and if they're not a necessity, that's not a problem. It can be just like gone and handled by somebody else. But the biggest thing for me about social media is that it is all social media is comparison, and comparison. So for like the last 8 years, I spent my life thinking that I wasn't successful and that like, where's the next thing I'm going to do? Like chasing my own tail. I'm not successful. I haven't done this. And like, look at so-and-so who's getting played on the radio all the time. And I've realized literally only maybe a year and a half ago, I was like, if I keep comparing my career to Justin Bieber, I'll always be unsuccessful in my own mind. But if I compare myself to myself a year ago, then absolutely, like, I'm successful. There are days when I couldn't even get out of bed. And today I got out of bed. So, like, there's me, I'm successful. And social media is that trap. I remember seeing people in Dubai at the beginning of lockdown and being like, I wish I was in Dubai. And then I was like, no, you fucking don't. Wish you was in Dubai. It's gay. It's illegal to be gay in Dubai.
But
shut up.
It is. I always say this. It's comparison is the thief of joy, and I've done it. I think since leaving Hollyoaks, and then I went and started working at a homeless charity, and then I thought last July I quit there and was like, right, focus back on your acting, get back in your acting, and then nothing was happening, and I'm still seeing people get bits and bobs, and I'm panicking then thinking, oh my God, have I just quit my job to focus on this and nothing's coming in? And then you panic and you start to worry, and then you think, have I done the right thing? Maybe I need to do a new career. And my partner always says to me, he's like, just keep chipping away at it. Just chip. He said, the one day you give up, the next day could have been your big break. He said, so you've just got to carry on going and going. You never know. Like last night, I just got a phone call at 5:00. Can you go on Good Morning Britain tomorrow morning? I was like, oh yeah, of course I can. Yeah, fine. I'm free. But I wouldn't have been free if I had my full-time job. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I think we've just got to focus on ourselves, just our own challenge. We're our own competition.
Yeah.
I've tried my best to stop comparing myself to people, but I do. I can't help it.
That is something that, like, we're kind of taught. We're kind of part of our culture as well, you know. Like, I spent a lot of time in America where people are so genuinely nice, and they like, I'll go to a restaurant and I'll have my guitar or whatever, or like a bag, and like the waitress or waiter will be like, oh, you playing a show later? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, I'll come watch a show. And if you're in England, you're like, yeah, whatever, no you won't.
And they turn up,
say anything, and they come to the show. It's like people are really, they want to, we're kind of taught, and I can't really work out where in society and where in our culture it starts, but we're kind of taught to really go and get what somebody else has.
I do think like as young women, we're brought up to go, right, okay, so you go to university, you get your degree, and then you find yourself a man, you get married, and you have kids.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not knocking that. If that is what your life goals are, amazing, great for you. I've not got a degree. I've got loads of my friends around me now getting engaged, getting married. Some have got 2 kids. I'm like, what on earth do you do with that? Like, what do you do with that? Like, fetching it to the pub and like sat in the beer garden with the baby. And I'm like, baby here. Right. And that's not what I intended my day to be like. But now we've got children with us. And then you panic thinking, oh, is that what I should be doing? Like, do I need to have a baby? I don't want a baby.
I got married. I'm divorced now. I'm 29. Because I ended up married and then being like, wow, this was not what I should be doing.
We're just told, aren't we? And I think because my Facebook is literally now full of people telling me that their child has slept through the night, and a picture of the kid in a little sun hat with a rubber duck in the garden, I'm just like, crap. Well, mine's still of me in bed at 10 o'clock because I don't have a job.
That's the natural comparison. So if you wake up every day and look at what other people have, this is the thing about, this is what I'm saying about opinions, is that when I remove social media, I don't get any opinions unless I ask them. I have to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
And that is how the world has existed for as long as the human race has. And so all of a sudden in the last 20 years, that infrastructure completely changed, and it's not normal.
No, it isn't normal. It isn't normal. So last question for you is, it's quite a big one. What advice would you have for people who might be struggling with their mental health at the moment?
I mean, as such a strong topic throughout this, is really have a look at your relationship with social media. And the hard thing is, I know this because of the withdrawal. Social media provides so much dopamine for us that sometimes if you're depressed and you're looking for something that makes you happy, it might be social media. And so you're getting these small hits. So the thought of removing that is like, no, I can't do that at this point. But it's like drinking as well. I always say to people, if you're struggling with your mental health, the best thing I ever did for mine was to stop drinking. And it doesn't actually mean, so with social media, with drinking, with fitness, it doesn't mean you have to go all the way in, but like just take a look at your relationship with things. Just be more mindful, but also be kind to yourself. Like, relentless. The life is relentless at the moment. And there are a lot of people comparing again. Oh, well, some people had to live through World War II and stuff. We're just locked in our houses. And I'm like, just shut up. Like, nobody, like, no one wants to hear who's had what worse. Like, we're all individuals. So, yeah, I think the other thing is just be mindful about what you say. And mindfulness, that's it. Mental health, mindfulness, they go like that.
100%. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you giving up your time.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
She's bloody lovely, isn't she?
She's amazing.
She is a good egg. And I think she's achieved so much as well.
She really has. And I love her honesty and her journey. She's just so inspiring.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's the kind of person that you should be following on Instagram because there's a lot of bad stuff out there. But you know what? I follow some accounts that are I think are posting good stuff. And really, if I look at what they're posting, it's not positive.
No.
It's not. You're constantly comparing yourself and your life. And it's just, and like I said there, comparison is the thief of joy.
It is.
So I just think if you want to follow anyone positive, follow Lucy Spraggan because she is a joy.
And she's got an amazing album out at the moment as well.
Yes, she does. She does. But like, I loved her like old stuff.
Yes.
Like Tea and Toast was my fave. I just loved her on the X Factor. I've probably followed her journey, if I'm honest with you. I remember I went to see her at the O2.
Did you?
In Manchester, yeah. Years ago I went. It was top. I think that's it. We've come to the end.
We have.
We've caught up on life.
We have, but we have got a little surprise for you guys. So we are doing a competition during Mental Health Awareness Week, and Jaz's going to let you know what we got up for grabs.
When is Mental Health Awareness Week?
It's the 10th of May to the 17th.
Nice. We've got some great stuff lined up for you that week, but we've also decided to do a giveaway. We've thrown in some great vouchers courtesy of the wonderful Tokyo Industries. Charlotte Felton, who works at Tokyo Industries, is my Wonder Woman, and she's kindly donated a couple of vouchers for two of, in my opinion, best places to eat and drink in Manchester. So you'll have to head over to our Instagram page to get involved in that. We've also got perfume.
We've got perfume, yeah. We've got Prosecco. We've also got one of my good friends is giving out free cocktail for you and a person of your choice for Smoke in Mirrors in Altrincham.
Oh, nice. I think you got 25% off the rest of the bill, haven't they, as
well?
well?
Yeah, as well, yeah.
Oh God, I'd love 25% off.
I know I
Smoking
would.
Mirrors.
I know.
Can you win your own giveaway?
Probably not. We can get Ben to.
Yeah, Ben can enter for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so head over to our Instagram to check out the giveaway, and it'll tell you all how to enter.
Yes.
Make sure you're following at thepeakandthepit _podcast. Like and subscribe. Get involved.
Yeah, and have a good week.
Yeah, let us know what your peaks and your pits have been. Let us know if you've been out. I want to know where you're going. I want to know the beer gardens you're in. I want to know what you're drinking.
Yeah.
I want to know what you're doing in the gym. I want to know how you are. Just check in with us.
Yeah, let us know.
We're interested.
We are.
Thank you so much for listening, guys, and we will
See you next week.
I keep saying see you, but we don't see you.
Yeah.
But you can hear us next week.
Yeah.